Well, welcome back. Today is day 17 of the 21-day abundance challenge to raise your vibration. And today we're going to be talking about a mantra, picking a mantra, how to pick a mantra, and how to use them correctly. Before we get into that, I did want to just say I'm so proud of you for making it this far through the course. Keep going because you will start to see momentum happening. And please share with me your experiences, the things that you have been noticing. I would love to hear from you. Now, talking about, a mantra, most of you are going to be familiar with what a mantra is. You've probably used mantras before, but maybe you haven't seen them working. And one of the reasons that mantras don't work is because they're not important to you, or it just feels like there isn't any emotion right behind the mantra. That's usually why it doesn't work. You need to have feeling behind your mantra. It needs to feel really good to you. It needs to make you feel excited versus just something that you're repeating over and over again. So I want you to just think back to maybe a time when you used a mantra before. And, what was your mantra at that time? Usually, if you use a mantra, it'll last for maybe like a day or two, maybe a week. You can keep using it. And then you have to pick a new one, or you have to revise it and rephrase it for it to sound exciting to you. So pay attention to that as you pick your mantra, as you're using them. You can always pick a new one, and you should pick a new one when you feel like, I'm done with that one. I'm good. And notice the other thing too is that you do need to make sure you're noticing in your everyday life. Are you seeing any differences? Are you seeing any changes? And sometimes it takes a couple days again for the energy to catch up with you. So maybe you say a mantra for like a week or something and you don't notice anything. And then a week later, stuff starts to move and you start to see things happening. So that's what I want you to pay attention to because there is a momentum effect when we're using mantras and when we are putting our intention out into the universe. It doesn't always happen instantaneously. So be aware of that. Don't give up on your mantra. Just pick a different one if it's not working for you. You can't do that wrong for sure. Just what you want to do is make sure it feels good to you. So think of your goal that we started with at the beginning of the challenge, either your short-term goal or your long-term goal. And think of a mantra that would help you get excited about that goal. Okay. So if it was about money or manifesting more money, think about saying or repeating, I have so much money. I have so much money. I don't know where all this money is coming from, but I have so much money. And it feels so good to have all of this money and really feel what does that feel like? And you can say multiple sentences, right, throughout your day. It doesn't just have to be one mantra. But pick a mantra that is a sentence or a phrase or something that makes you feel excited about this goal, right? Of having the money. What does it feel like if you have it? What does it feel like if you are on your dream vacation? It's one of the reasons I wore this shirt. This is like in Paris, and she's shopping. And, what does it feel like to be there? And you can say, I am living my dream vacation, and like really experiencing the energy of that and keep saying it. I feel so abundant being able to be walking down the streets of Paris or Paris, wherever you want to go, whatever that is, whatever your dream is. Or maybe, you want to manifest a new home. Think about what does it feel like to be in your new home? And saying, I feel abundant in my new home. My new home is beautiful. Or, my new home, I'm so happy to be in my new home and to have this beautiful space, right? To whatever that is for you. So come up with a mantra. I have included some of them, in the description. So, you can check that out and see if any of those resonate with you. One of the things I did want to talk about is one of my favorite mantras of all time is listening to Abraham Hicks, and they had like a 15-minute meditation, slash mantra where they kept repeating, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. So if you don't have a mantra or if you don't know what to say, just say that over and over and over again. And you can, tweak it a little bit to make it fit for you, but everything is always working out for me. The universe has my back. Everything in the universe is supporting me and supporting my goals and my dreams. And the universe wants me to be happy. God wants me to be happy. Source, spirit wants me to be happy. Whatever it is that, however you want to, change that sentence, do that. But saying that repeatedly, it really helps to raise your vibration and it starts to get you to think everything is working out for me. The universe really does love me and the universe really does love you. The universe really does want to support you. It's us that gets in our way. So that's where we have to like shift it. And if you have resistance to saying any of these, notice what the resistance is and why, and rephrase your mantra so that you don't have any resistance. Because if it feels off to you, that isn't going to help you to manifest what you want. It's counterproductive. So don't say it unless it really feels good to you. And take your time, you can Google and you can find a mantra. You want to feel excited about it. You want to feel alive. You want to feel like you have a positive, outlook and there's this positive expectation about what is to come in the future. So, but you're saying it now as if it has already happened. And that is one of the most important things. You want to say your mantra in the present tense as if it has already happened and it is already done. I am healthy. I am so healthy. You know, um, I love the way that it feels to be in my body. Whatever you want to say, make sure that it feels good to you, but you're saying it in the present tense. I am statements. That's why I am statements are so powerful because you're putting it in present tense. The other thing I did want to mention too, this is so cute, is I was listening to Mike Dooley. He's one of my favorite authors, and he was talking about how he noticed that when like he was doing interviews or when he was taking pictures, he didn't like how the pictures were turning out. And he started to change what he was saying to himself, and he started to say, I always take great photos. I always look so good in my pictures, right? I I take the best pictures. And it's so funny how he said, like, it actually started to change the photos and how he looked in the photos that he was taking, or that people were taking of him. So, again, that is so powerful when we shift our energy or our thoughts around something. So it could be as simple as that. You can use that, I always take great photos or I always look great in pictures. Start to change the way you're viewing things, but use a mantra to do it because that will really help. It's just another way to raise your vibration. And again, if you don't resonate with any of these things, like if you want to bring in a relationship or a partner, you can say, I am open to a loving, caring, committed relationship. I am open to finding, or I am, you don't want to say finding because that's in the future. I am with the best partner in the world. I am so happy. I am so in love with my partner. Okay. Because you're putting it in the now, but phrase it in a way that feels good to you. And like I said, if there is something that you if you can't figure out a mantra, just simply say, everything is working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. And you could even Google that Abraham Hicks. It's like a meditation or something, mantra that where they say that everything is always working out for me. And I just listen to that and have it playing in the background when I'm doing things around the house. So that is so powerful. And I hope that you use your mantras and I hope that I have, cleared up a little bit of the confusion about them because they really do work when you use them correctly. So please leave your comments. Let me know how your mantras work for you. Let me know what your mantra is, and I will see you tomorrow. Sending so much love to you.